Hey, how is everybody this evening? We are here at Backyard Glen Hayes. Me and Zach's out here in the woods tonight, this evening, and hopefully you can hear me over that thing, but I gotta leave it running. My battery was a little low when I left the shop there a while ago, and I don't want to get out here and not be able to start it up, so I gotta let it run. But this is what we got this evening. As you can see, my feeder there. We're in an area right here and we are going to move it. We're going to move this one over, and I want to show you where my two-man stand is. And then we got one more of these closer to that, but it's down in like a little creek. We're going to move that up on the flat tonight. That's the plan. That's what we want to do. So we're wanting to move it up there to get better game up there. The deer do travel up there. My buddy that hunts with me all the time, he's always telling me, you gotta go up the flat, you gotta go up the flat. And he's right, I need to go up there, but it's hard to get there. That thing will not make it to the flat. So the last. Hey, all right, now we're at the second one. Zach's getting that down. He's going to untie it and lower this down. This is the one where the bear's at. So he's been here quite a bit, but he's going to get that down for us, just like so. He's going to take that screwdriver and get our eye bolt out for us. He's working on that. Other way, bub.
Oh, other way?
Yep. He's working on that, but this is the one here where the bear's at. And he's been in here quite often. Actually, right here where I'm standing, right here is where he took his nap one day. I had him on film taking a nap. But we're getting this down, and we're going to move him to the next ones, and we're our next location, which is right over here. And we could probably actually there, you got it. He was having a little trouble getting that down, but boy got it.
And I about fell too.
All right, you got it. All right, he's got all of his stuff, and we'll walk over here and show you one of the other locations. Give us a second. All righty, right here's where I'm standing. Is where we had our feed that time. Up there, I think you should be able to see I'm trying to see. All right, yeah, you look right through there and you can see the stand. That's our two-man muddy stand. That's where I'm going to hunt at this year, and this is where, that's right here is where we hit that one I showed you on the wall. He was standing right there, right in there on our side. And this is like where I'm standing is a head of a creek, which it don't flow all the time, but when we have a lot of water, this is a creek that runs out of here, and this is at the head of it, right here at the tip, where all the hills come into one point. But up there on that knoll, right up there is where we was at in the blind. So it was about a 25-yard shot or so at the time. But we're going to walk up here. We're going to check. This is where I'm going to be, and I'm going to put Bub up on the flat, which he's going to be right up straight up through them wood lines. There's a big flat up there, so we'll be, hopefully we can communicate back and forth when ones are coming and going back and forth. But I didn't really care where we had the cameras at before. We had one bucket come in on film first of the year down there where we was at. So I'm gonna move this thing up here, this feeder, and like I said, I'm gonna be in this thing here this year. And this is where I'm going to be at mostly. And he's going to be probably about 110, 20 yards up the hill from me. So I'm hoping this is going to be a good spot. We didn't have no rubs, and but I do see some tracks right through here. That's a good sign right here in this area. So I'm hoping I can get one coming in here. So. But like I said, we've had some success here. we've seen a lot of deer. Down there where it was, right down in that area, right through that tree line across the creek is where this feeder was. So it was kind of a, I don't think they liked it down there. I think it was too like cooped in, or it's too jammed tight, because it is tight down in there. And I don't think they want to come there. We've always seen good deer up here where this is at. So I think I'm gonna try to put that feeder right here in this tree in the forks, let it hang down. That'd be a good area, I think. That'd be a good shot from here. And plus where we're standing at, this right here is a huge flat that runs all up and down this holler. So this is like a travel point here. So hopefully we'll have some luck here. And I do see some feet prints and stuff. They are walking through here. So we'll drop some feed down here and get this feeder set up and give us a minute, and we'll show you when we're done here. All right, got the feeder. It's not very high. I'm afraid the bear might get this one. I could raise it a little bit, and I might do it before I leave here, but here's the feeder right here on the ground. We got set up on the tree here. Up there is right up here is there's my stand. I got my back. Sometimes the way the deer come down, they come down this way. There's swag up there, how this holler is. They walk right down through here sometimes, or sometimes they come right along this trail. So I'm in an area to where, hopefully they can't see me. And one thing too, this stand's been here all year. So they're used to seeing it. So hopefully they won't see me in it. But it's a downhill shot. It looks like it's about a 25-yard shot, maybe a 28-yard shot from where I'm at, but it's down. I'm gonna have to put my target over the hill there where my shop is and get me some downhill shots. Get used to that. So now we're gonna go up to where Bub's gonna be. We're gonna kind of look real quick. There's a lot of traffic up there. Usually, every time, it's a good spot, because right up here on this point, way up through them trees, there's a bunch of big rocks up there. They come from the highway. They come down the high wall of the highway. Then they follow this point, come all the way around the top, and they come down in here and feed. And sometimes they go down here behind my neighbor's house. There's a bottom, and they bed there. So that's kind of like we know their pattern. We watched it last year. They was some deer that we seen that walked by us last year. And when they passed us, and then when we left, they crossed the road right in front of us. And we knew, it was a doe and a fawn. So we knew what's the coincidence of that, all right? So, I know that everybody's up there saying, well, there's a doe, got fawns all the time, but the time period where it was, and she could have got there in that amount of time, I think it was the same deer. I think they go down, they come off that high wall of the highway, cross the road and go to the river. And I think sometimes they bed down there next to the river too. Plenty of water there. So that's where we're at. We're gonna go up here and gather our stuff. We're gonna go up here and show you Bub's setup. So hold right still, we'll be right back. All right, we're up on the flat. It has been a venture of getting up here, me and my little buddy. So this is the flat where we're at. Usually the deer come up on that ridge. They come walking down all over this hill right here, and they travel this here flat. This flat runs all the way around through there. Is where she goes. So I thought I seen them weeds moving. I had to look twice, thought something was over there. It's making all this noise, but don't see nothing. So anyways, we got up here, and I'm gonna let my man explain what all he's got. This is gonna be his hunting spot this year. Well, he's gonna hunt both places, but we're gonna try to get up on his flat. This is where the better deer are. And I'll hold the camera for you. All you gotta do is explain it.
what I got here is my feeder here. This is where deer's going to be feeding at. And back through there is we're planning on moving my tree climber back there, but we don't know what tree we're going to do yet, but that's what we're going to try to figure out.
We talked about maybe this tree right here, right?
Yeah, that one.
Get you close. You got this tree. There's a big tree right there he can get up in. So anything else you want to talk about? It's hard to get up here, ain't it?
It's going to be hard getting up here, yeah. It's going to be exhausting walking up that hill with my crossbow every time. But I'm going to try to get through it, though, to try to get my first buck.
Yep. We're hoping that he gets a nice one this year. Now, Zach could have already killed plenty of little spikes and a couple of 4 points and little tiny deers that way, a 5 point, I think. We let a bunch walk, and there was one time we was in that blind, me and him was, we was in that blind, and there was a little buck, and he come in that feeder, and you should have seen him when he looked around that tree, and he looked in that blind and seen us. I'm telling you what, he was tearing up Jack getting out of there. I bet you he saw every one of his lives flash before his eyes. He thought he was a had lad, but little did he know he was too small for us, and we let him walk. And actually, we've actually watched that little buck grow from a spike to, he had an unusual rack for a long time, and every year it was the same deer, you can tell. But now he's starting to mature a little bit, and we've probably let him walk for 4 years. But Zach could have got that deer probably 5 times, but I wouldn't let him shoot it. Because one day, when the big ones are gone, somebody's got to replace them. So I try to teach him how to hunt right, hunt respectful, try to think about the future. You know, it's getting harder and harder to find places to hunt. Some people won't let you hunt their land, and now, you know, places to hunt is coming less and less out here. But whenever you hunt an area all the time and you maintain it, and we feed quite a bit up in here, we feed a lot. I mean, this year we not fed as much, but in the past we've always started about maybe April or May and feed all summer, keep it coming, because they keeps them in here, keeps them from going somewhere else. So we've tried to keep up with it and keep the game up, and they've been plenty of deers pass through here. And across the hill here, one bucket we see him all the time on camera, nice 8 point, and we was hoping that Zach get that deer, but somebody else got it. We seen it on Facebook, but we're happy for that guy. He was in the right place, the right time. I don't care how good a hunter people claim to be. I don't care what kind of equipment you got. The deer's got to pass in front of you, and it all comes down to being at the right spot at the right time. So we're going to get out of here, and we're going to try to head back home, and we might close this up at the garage at the shop. As you can tell here, it don't look like it's getting dark on film. Are you hiding?
Well, just getting out of the way because I wanted to get the view.
Hey, hang with me, son. But it's actually starting to get dark in here pretty good. I mean, it don't look like it's dark very much in here because this camera is putting off some good light, but it's starting to fade. So we got a little bit of walk back to the side by side from here. We got about, I say it's a good 200 to 300 yard walk from here where we have to go the side by side, then get our way out of here and back down the road. We'll wrap it up at the garage. See you in a minute. We're back at the shop here. Just got in. I'm telling you what, I'm gonna have to get me a bracket where I can put my phone or a camera right there, my shoulder. Woo, time I held that all the way home. It's about probably a 2 or 3 mile trip what we just did. But we made it home safe, been in the woods all evening, got that straightened up, and we are going to film. We're going to do a lot of filming this year, we hope. Please like and please subscribe to the channel. Help us out there. Tell about us to your buddies and friends and stuff. And like I said, we're not the best. We're no professionals. We're just everyday people trying to have fun in this life that we live in this world. And But we're hoping to take you all the way through it. Like I said, I'm going to put out a video pretty soon of process of starting the channel, like I told you in the beginning on the very first video I put out. And I'll get my wife on here. We're going to do a video pretty soon telling you what we did, what we use, just in case you want to try YouTube. I tell you, I love it. I mean, I really do. It gives you something to do, and actually, I look forward of making videos. I look forward of finding ways to make a video. Going to make a video shortly. I'm hoping to get my dad involved in it. So we're going to put I'll show you, and we may get that out pretty soon. But I've got a door lock here. And we use a hide key over here at the shop, and we know it, and a couple of my buddies know it, where I keep it. But the other day at Menards, I bought a code lock, where you just push in a 4-digit thing, and the door locks and unlocks for you. So I hoping to get Dad involved in that. Might get Bub to help us too, and that'd be 3 generations working on a project together, you know. That's what's so awesome. When we killed that deer, my dad helped us skin it out, and there was 3 generations of walkers working on it. So that's what it's all about, making memories with your family, making memories with your parents and your kids. And that's what this channel is all about, is everyday life, enjoying life. So spread the word. Glen Hayes Backyard, you know, like I said, we love doing it, and even got some cats involved. What do you think about that? But we enjoy it, and we enjoy doing it, and it gives us something to do. You know, like I said, we're coming to a point of our lives where he's about done with high school, and he's going to be moving on to college, but anyways, that's another story, another time. But hey. But like I said, you know, one thing I like about this channel, I always get to go on YouTube and watch it. And like I said, what happened today with us, a lot of you didn't get to see it, how we struggled getting the feeders up, and how we struggled getting the corn up on the hill. You guys didn't see all that, but we did, and we remember that, and we remember the good times out of it. So when I watch them videos on YouTube, you know, I remember him, I remember my dad, I remember my mom and my wife. So that's what it's all about, making memories. But listen, we thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Like I said, please like and subscribe. It really helps us out get going. So, hey, take care, and God bless.